One of the best LR EZAs is coming. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here, and we're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are going to talk about last night's data download and the upcoming LR EZAs for the third year LRs, as well as some other data download information like the free-to-play EZA areas. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Thanks to Proton 10MG, we do have the data download information. The download did include the ending movie for the 7th anniversary, as well as all the info for the Extreme Z battles and Extreme Z areas for the free-to-play anniversary units. It already included the new stages for the Ultimate Red Zone, so we know we are going to be getting the next new stages here. We'll scroll on down. Here's the medals for the EZA areas. Alright, we are getting the Super 17 Shadow Dragons and Sen Shenron stages for GT Ultimate Red Zone, as well as the Bojack, Janemba, and Broly stages for the movie villains Ultimate Red Zone. So, pretty awesome. We are getting the Bojack movie story revamp for DB story, so it'll be a good way to pick up some extra stones there. It will include a new support memory, as all of these DB stories do, but again, that's not the big reveal of this data download. It is this right here. So let's hop over to the new Dokkan wiki here and take a look at what each of these guys do post EZA, because they are ridiculous. If you've been struggling with any Red Zone content thus far, these guys post EZA are definitely going to help you out. So let's start with Gogeta. Gogeta becomes a fusion category key 3 HP attack and defense 180%. So that is the highest non-200% leader skill so far. They also become Fizz types key 3 and HP attack and defense 120. Passive skill is attack and defense 180 at the start of turn. They get a medium chance of performing a critical hit, a medium chance of evading enemy super attack, as well as an additional key 2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. They fuse when conditions are met. Now, a lot of people were hoping when these guys got their EZA that the conditions would change, but they do not change. It is the same condition as before. In order to transform, you simply need to fall below 50% or more after the 6th turn from the start of battle. Alright, when in Goku and Vegeta form on their 12 key, they will raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause colossal damage. They will do the same on their 18 key, except it is mega colossal damage, right? So, not too big of a difference that you'll notice when in the Goku and Vegeta form, just they're a little bit more defensive and they have that extra chance to crit. That's pretty much the main change between the two. Now, where we really start to see the change is when they transform into Gogeta. Obviously, because of the way the third year LRs work, we do get a full HP recovery once they transform, and the transformation is automatic. They are 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. They are effective against all types. So you definitely want to make sure, if you hadn't already had them built that way, do build them for additionals. They perform a critical hit with a high chance of evading enemies' attacks for 3 turns from the start of turn. They have a high chance of performing a critical hit and a medium chance of evading enemies' attacks from the 4th turn from the start of battle. They also get an additional key 3 per rainbow key sphere obtained. On their 12 key, they raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause colossal damage. On their 18 key, they greatly raise defense for 1 turn and cause mega colossal damage while greatly lowering attack and defense of the enemy. So, Gogeta, pretty good. Heal, always useful. Gonna be pretty powerful with that extra 200% at the start of turn. They are a little wonky in that they have chances to perform critical hits while also being effective against all types. You don't typically see those two things together. Usually it's one or the other, because the one kind of negates the other. So, I mean, still keep them additionals. That's going to be your best bet for this character. They also gain that chance to dodge, which, you know, can come in clutch. It's always nice to have a good chance of dodge there. Moving on, let's talk about the Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta that transform into Vegito. They become Potara, category key 3, HP attack and defense 180%, so best Potara lead right now. And they are int key 3, HP attack and defense 120. When in Goku Vegeta, their passive is 180 at the start of turn, medium chance of performing a critical hit, medium chance of evading enemy super attack, medium or additional key 2 per rainbow key sphere, and fuse when below 50%, starting from the 6th turn. So pretty standard, almost nearly identical to the Gogeta. On their super attack 12 key, they raise attack and defense for 1 turn, same as before, and on their 18 key, they raise attack and defense for 1 turn while causing mega colossal damage. Once they transform into Vegito here, that's when things get crazy. Not only is he going to fully recover HP, as they always have, he will get attack and defense 200% at the start of turn. He's got those counters with tremendous power. Remember, tremendous is a 400% multiplier. He reduces damage received by 30% and for 3 turns from the start of turn. This is what makes the Vegito the king. It puts him well above the Gogeta, and I mean, honestly, with that extra damage reduction, above the STR Vegito, I would argue, because of that 30% damage reduction combined with the counters. So he's going to be good if you've got him link leveled and ready to go for the red zone. He is going to help you tremendously. He also reduces damage received by another 15% after the 4th turn. Or, I'm sorry, not another, it's not additional. So it drops from 30 to 15 after the 4th turn. So 3 turns you'll have 30%, and then for after that 15, which is still pretty good. Especially if you're running him slot 2, for example, where you're getting the raise on defense. He also gets an additional, like the Gogeta, key 3 per rainbow keys for obtain. So it'll be really easy to get him the 18 key. So his super attack on 12 key, raise attack and defense for 1 turn. 18 key, greatly raises defense by 1 turn, while also raising allies attack and attack by 30% for 1 turn. So if he gets the super off and then counters, he's going to be 30% more powerful. So pretty darn good. Both of these guys are extremely great EZAs, and I definitely wanted to make sure I hit their info in this data download, because if you've got these guys, EZA them when they drop on the 31st and go to town. They are going to help you a lot. So moving on, we have the EZA area for the free-to-play 7th anniversary units. We have gone over their information in the past. I'll go ahead and link the video where I went over that in the description below, as well as how to make sure you have them all grinded out and ready. We have the Bojack's story event getting revamped. It'll be easier to pick up these guys, as well as gain a new support memory that buffs superclass allies when facing movie bosses. So this support memory will definitely help you in the movie bosses red zone. I'm not going to play the support memory here. We have an explosive chain battle for Giant Ape Vegeta. I will definitely be putting out my guide for chain battle, as I always do, when it drops. This one's going to be... It's not too bad if I remember from JP, but still, I mean, as with all chain battles, you can have all the units ready, but if you don't have anybody on your friends list that has enough of the units rainbowed or enough of their super attacks filled out, you're going to have a hard time. So I'll try to put out a guide to help you guys as much as I can on this one. And then finally, just the 7th anniversary loading screens here that we will see throughout the last couple of days of the anniversary. We'll also be getting the added missions for the GT and Legendary Vegeta events. Be sure you check out my channel when those drop, because I will be putting out guides for clearing them, hopefully with no items. We'll see how hard some of these is. I'm looking at some of them and I'm like, oh, we might have some trouble here, so we'll see. And then finally, interesting here, we have the EX missions are being added to part of the Part 3. So I'm wondering if they're going to condense down the EX part. This was basically the semi-Part 4 that occurred into the Ginyu celebration earlier this year on JP. So we're curious how they're going to do this. We do know from the global producer letter that there is, in fact, some kind of global exclusive. So it's going to have to happen sometime between Part 3 and this EX part. We just don't know what it is. And then finally, more story assets. Where is it? Okay. on the 31st, when the Part 3 starts, we are getting this special Friend Point Gacha Summon. I do not believe that this is the global exclusive first thing that they were talking about in the producer letter. At least I hope it's not. I think this is just a revamp of what they do every year. I know it says new, but it's not quite new. This is just a revamp of this. It's what we got last year, the 6th anniversary special friend summon, and all it does is allow you to spend 20,000 of your friend points, up to 20,000 of your friend points, to get Kais, Grand Kais, Dozing Kais, and these LRs, which will show up at the SSR level, which is actually pretty good, because then it makes grinding these guys, say, for the super attack for the Fizz LR 16, 17, and 18, makes it super easy, because they can be used for that. So, anyways, guys, that's everything on the data download. We got some big stuff coming for Part 3 here. I'm excited for Part 3. I'm excited for the EZAs for these guys. I hope you are. And you know what? In the comments down below, why don't you let me know what part of Part 3 are you most excited for? Is it the Gogeta or the Int Vegito? I'm kind of curious to see which people are more hyped for. Otherwise, guys, if nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.